What up, Crypto Warriors? It's Ultra Crypto back at it again. Today is Friday, the 21st of May, 2021. And it seems like we are not out of the woods yet. Bitcoin is dropping currently, down 5%, and it's taking the whole market with it. If I could find anything in the green, I'll be surprised. Oh yeah, Monero is up. And that's because of the Biden news coming out saying that they want to track all transactions coming from crypto exchanges and crypto companies, and companies accepting cryptos 10K and above. I went over that yesterday. So this is why you're seeing a pump in Monero right now, privacy coin. But everything else, crypto.com, oh wow, crypto.com coin is up 3%. We'll say trading sideways. Synthetics is up, and helium is up. I'm still waiting on my helium miner. Who else? Horizon is up. Stacks is up. Good. Stacks is back at $1 again. Sia coin. Wow, that's an oldie but goodie from back in 2017. 0x. Anchor. So a few coins in the green. Nothing really significant besides Horizon, helium, and Monero. Oh, synthetics at 7%. I ain't gonna count that. Monero. We only count double digits over here, people. Double digits in the green. But yeah, Bitcoin is down. And if you take a look, we had a big drop. Some 56% down from its all-time highs when it wicked all the way down to about 28K. And maybe some exchanges were showing 27K or so. So I guess it depends on what exchange. But yeah, according to this here, it went down to 28.5. That's insane. Congratulations to anyone that was able to pick up Bitcoin at 28.5. Do we still have more room to go down? Maybe. Who knows? And we shall see. But I'm still dollar cost averaging, baby. All right, let's get into these stories. Coming from Cointelegraph, Bitcoin declared dead more than 400 times now. Wednesday's market crash triggered yet another barrage of obituaries from mainstream media. And here it is. This just goes to 99bitcoins.com, the Bitcoin obituaries. And here it is. Over 400 times, 414 times to be exact, Bitcoin has died. And it's just funny to see that, yeah, this is the latest one right here. May 18th, 2021. 3 days ago, the harsh truth about cryptocurrencies, or crypto, I'm sorry. The oldest one, December 15th. Why? December 15th, 2010. Why Bitcoin can't be a currency. And let's have a quick look here and see how many times Bitcoin has died, or not how many times it has died, but look at this old Cointelegraph article from 1 year ago. Bitcoin outlives first website that declared it dead back in 2010. So Bitcoin has survived the first website that spoke about Bitcoin dying. Take that into consideration, people. When you're listening to the mainstream media, you're listening to your friends and family talking about, oh, Bitcoin is going to die, it's dead, it can't do this, it can't do that. Don't listen to the FUD. It's all FUD. And speaking of FUD, we're going to take a quick look at Twitter. Give me a follow at SergeantCrypto99. And I replied to this tweet from Paul Krugman. He is someone that writes for the New York Times, it seems. But prediction, this will not get a lot of hate mail. He's trying to be funny. The cult must not be mocked. And he's talking about us here in crypto world. And he wrote in this article, I was going to go over the article, but I'm not. Just spoke about how Bitcoin is used, the only time it could be used as a currency or has some quote-unquote legitimate usage is during or for illicit activities like money laundering and buying drugs and doing other illicit activities. We all know that Bitcoin as a whole is less than 1% of recorded illicit activities worldwide. The US dollar is the most used currency for illicit activities and drug use worldwide, and for money laundering, of which $2 trillion, tongue twister right there, I don't know why, $2 trillion is used worldwide, or is laundered worldwide. $2 trillion. $2 trillion more than the current crypto market cap right now. The market cap right now sits at $1.66 trillion, and we have US dollars 2 trillion annually. That's just the ones they catch. Imagine the amount they don't catch. So again, $2 trillion annually that they use, or that is caught for money laundering. And he brought up the fact that this latest ransomware for the pipeline down south, or in the southeast, that crippled pretty much that section of our nation here in the U.S. With the gas prices, and shutting down the pipeline, and they had to pay that Bitcoin for the ransomware, or whatever the case was. That is just one, quote unquote, use case, that he's pointing out, that's the only time that Bitcoin is actually used. Well, if you look into it a little bit more, sir, if you dig deep a little bit, you know what? I'm going to go into the story. I'm going to go into it. Let's get into it. I have some highlighted sections right here. Nowadays, we can use, he's trying to be funny right here. Nowadays, we can use Bitcoin to buy houses, cars, pay our bills, make business investments, and more. Oh, wait, we don't do any of those things. 12 years on, cryptocurrencies play no role in normal economic activity. Almost the only time we hear about them being used as a means of payment, as opposed to speculative trading, is in association with illegal activity like money laundering or the Bitcoin ransom colonial pipeline paid to hackers who shut it down. Again, we have people that use Bitcoin worldwide. He seems to not know that Bitcoin is a worldwide network. It's used around the world. It's not just here in the US or in the West, where it's a quote unquote speculative investment. And people are buying homes with Bitcoins. People are buying businesses with Bitcoins. People are buying cars with Bitcoin. Me personally, I wouldn't, but I have used Bitcoin and Litecoin in the past to facilitate or to pay for services. Me, myself, I take payment in Bitcoin. Okay, let's scroll down to this part right here. The good news is that none of this matters very much, because Bitcoin and its relatives haven't managed to achieve any meaningful economic role. What happens to their value is basically irrelevant to those of us not playing in the crypto game. And that's the point. To those of us not playing in the crypto game, because you have the like of Venmo, because you have the like of PayPal, because you have a bank account, because you could use Zelle between your bank accounts. But what if, sir, that we in the future, sometime you may write about something that piss off one of these gatekeepers, so to speak, and then they prevent you from using your PayPal, from using your bank account. They freeze your bank account, where now you can't use your bank account. This is the type of stuff that happens on a regular basis, not only here in the US, but worldwide. Bitcoin is the only way to facilitate, or for anyone to facilitate trade between each other without the needs and means for a middle man. He has the privilege of using the likes of Venmo and things of that nature. He speaks about it in this article as well. All right, don't give him any more props. I'm not gonna, you don't have to read the article. I just basically broke it down to you. But yeah, he's an academic, and he only could write about, basically, like I said right here, academics only write to get praised by their peers. They don't build anything. You will continue to be on the wrong side of history. And why did I say he'll be continue to be on the wrong side of history? Because of this right here. The growth. This is coming directly from him. This is someone that wrote about the internet back in 2005 and said it's going nowhere. The growth of the internet will slow drastically as the flaw in Metcalfe's law, which states that the number of potential connections in a network is proportional to the square of the number of participants, because apparent most people have nothing to say to each other. By 2005 or so, it will become clear that the internet's impact on the economy has been no greater than the fax machine. So he didn't write it in 2005. He wrote it in like 2000. And look at him now. He uses the internet on a daily basis. Do not take your advice from stupid, ignorant people like this. He's being ignorant, and he's proved himself to be ignorant in the past as well about the internet. Talking about it's not going to have an economic impact, and the only impact it will have is the impact that the fax machine had in the past. He knows nothing that he's talking about. He needs to do a little bit more research. He is privileged to use bank accounts and things of that nature. All right? And he's privileged to write about using bank accounts and Venmo and PayPal. All right? Why should I use Bitcoin? Because I could use Venmo to pay for meals and whatever the case is. Everyone don't have a bank account. Everyone don't have access to Venmo and PayPal. The only thing that they have access to is a mobile phone and a Bitcoin wallet. Bitcoin saves lives. I'm going to get off my high horse. Next, all right, Hong Kong regulators set to ban retail Bitcoin traders. Basically, Hong Kong, what they're trying to do here is ban retail people from participating in the Bitcoin market. Meaning, if you don't have $1 million, you don't have a net worth of $1 million, you can't participate. Again, they're only blocking themselves from participating in the Bitcoin network. They could ban it if they want and keep it to, millionaires, so to speak. But people still only need phones. And last time I checked, Hong Kong is very technologically advanced, and everyone over there have smartphones and they use apps. They don't need your permission to use the Bitcoin network. Okay? So again, Bitcoin don't need you. You need Bitcoin. Banks don't. Bitcoin don't allow. Basically, what did he say? Banks aren't allowing you to use Bitcoin. Guess what? Now banks need Bitcoin. Governments aren't allowing you to use Bitcoin. Governments will use Bitcoin. At the end of the day, they're trying to keep you out right now, trying to scare you out so you can sell all your Bitcoin to them. This way they could in turn around and sell it back to you one Satoshi at a time, one Satoshi for $1. Don't let them make you sell your Bitcoin. We don't need them. They're the ones that need us. Next. All right, this is coming. Actually, before I get to this one, let's go to Elon. This is coming from Decrypt. All right, this is coming from Decrypt, and it's talking about Elon. Lightning can solve Bitcoin's scaling problem. He's still out there, because he invented PayPal. All right, and again, there is a 1 in 100 chance that Elon Musk really is Satoshi. I said 1 in 100, 1 in 100 million chance that he is Satoshi. All right, there's still that very little chance that he really is Satoshi, and he kind of knows what he's talking about, but the likelihood of it really happening, him being Satoshi, is very, very small. But yeah, Bitcoin hashing, this is what he has to say. Bitcoin hashing, aka mining, energy usage is starting to exceed that of medium-sized countries. Almost impossible for small hashers to succeed without those massive economies of scale, he tweeted. For now, Lightning is needed. And I understand where he's coming from as far as if you want to start mining Bitcoin, you're gonna need a lot of capital. You're gonna need a lot of capital, a lot of capital to buy these miners. And when you get them anyway, they're gonna be 6 months behind, because when they make the miners, they use them for about 6 months before they sell them. That's how it is. You're going to need a lot of capital and access to cheap energy. So in that case, yes. So in that sense, as far as the hashing power for Bitcoin is concerned, it's not decentralized, because you need big players with big money to participate in that side of the game. And I think eventually that energy usage thing will come down because people will start to use free energy from the likes of the wind, from solar, and be able to mine Bitcoin on their own as time goes on. That's my opinion anyway, and that's the way how I see it. But yeah, you know, the savior has come out again tweeting about it. It's like he can't stop tweeting about Bitcoin and Dogecoin and crypto in general. He needs to stop because he's just flooding up the place. But he's a billionaire and he could do what he wants, right? All right, next. This is coming from Cointelegraph again. Agricultural fund provider Ethereum files with SEC for a Bitcoin ETF, and the contract will be settled in cash. That's all you need to know. The contract will be settled in cash. They're not buying the underlying assets. They're just trading the price of Bitcoin. We don't need this. This is more derivatives on top of derivatives. That's the problem we're in right now. There is basically a lot of paper IOUs to the underlying assets. That's the problem we're in right now, and we need to get away from that. And that's all you need to know right here about this article. You know, Bitcoin wave into the ETF plane. And last but not least, Cardano Foundation, about 900 companies interested to work with Cardano are in the pipeline. Cardano is taking a playbook out of Ethereum, or a page out of Ethereum's playbook, in the sense that they are aligning themselves with a lot of companies, aligning themselves with a lot of governments. This is basically the same thing Ethereum did back in the day. All right, look up the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, and you'll see all the companies that they have using Ethereum or using Ethereum in some way, shape, or form. All right, using the underlying blockchain. Cardano, all right, Charles Hoskinson, one of the founders of Ethereum, is basically taking that playbook and saying, hey, look, you want to fund projects? We're going to need big corporations, large institutions, countries, so on and so forth. Same playbook that Ethereum did. I could definitely see Cardano outperforming Ethereum in the long run. Not financial advice. Come, do your own research as well. Of course, let's discuss all these articles in the comment section below. Smash a like, hit the subscribe button, and notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. And Bitcoin is not dead. It's not going to die. Not anytime soon anyway. Peace.